The single arm dumbbell overhead press is a great way to build shoulder strength as well as develop a really good solid core when it comes to stability and strength. And so here's how you're going to set it up. And you can either do this with a dumbbell or kettlebell. And the idea is going to be the following. You're going to take your weight, and we're doing this one dumbbell at a time or one side at a time to allow us to work on what we call the contralateral side. You're going to actually have your dumbbell rest on your shoulder enough to the point where your forearm is vertical. I see a lot of people who are like this. This is actually a very inefficient position and can cause a little bit of elbow issues with that. What you also don't want to do is have your elbow behind you. You want to make sure that your elbow is sitting directly underneath your forearm. We're looking for vertical forearms. What you're going to do here is you're going to position your feet about shoulders width apart. You're going to keep your abs nice and tight, but pulling your ribs down. Free hand out towards the side as if you're pressing a wall right behind you. You are then going to aim your hand up and behind so you can create a straight line up overhead. What it's going to look like from the side is here, pressing your hand up and back. As you can see, the movement either goes up in a straight line or slightly behind. What I don't want you to do is to push forward because that puts a lot of pressure on your shoulder. And you also want to avoid this as you press up because that's going to put a fair amount of pressure on your back. So the goal is to keep your ribs down, elbow forward, forearm vertical, abs tight, press your hand up and back, bring it back down. One last cue is that as you're pressing this dumbbell straight up overhead, you want to make sure that the elbow is facing straight forward on the way up. You want to avoid this because that puts a lot of pressure on your shoulder.